Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, for my heart in a case. It's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the seeds that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my road. At the end of my road, I need some good news. Sitting there sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
Ay, wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Lennox, that on for hours, I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion, straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital and then we straight out the sentence. Let's pay out the pay out the pay out, I'm finished. Then grade out the lake house, the bay, watch the women, I got. Go meet your mate. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps since I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. They cut that confetti, I'm running through it. They play that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, I sun and moonin'. I'm shot, bullet, proven, let it go. Wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, hell yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, hell yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, hell yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. I'm so iconic. Yeah, I'm so iconic. Yeah, they don't get it, but I got it. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, pricks. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy chromed out, hard talk, career to shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew and you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some.
Yes, sir. Coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
Yeah, I can. Let's get it. I think we both have some redeeming to do. Mine was horrible. If I played that bad this game, I might retire. I'm so serious. That was one of the worst games of Madden I've ever played in my life.
Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up.
He's garbage. I was so on. I was tilted, and you know what? We're coming back. We're gonna play this calm, collected. We'll grab it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start. One play, 10 yards. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
Now McCarthy. They'll roll him out right.
Fuck.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like
that was definitely pass interference, but I'll let it slide.
The Cowboys had 0-1 on the year following the loss.
That was nasty.
And listen, they
oh, did he?
Last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now
I need my glasses.
Yeah, I'm to get things right.
Already off to a great start.
The bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. You look at this Niner defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
Always thinks back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Now 3rd down and 7. Throwing is McCarthy.
Oh, come on.
Incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Well, you covered the flat, so I was not going there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run.
Yeah, we would have been simming.
Frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Stroud. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do
I should have been on that. God damn it.
They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
I didn't know what he was doing. He was just sitting there, and I was like, oh, fuck, it's a
Every
screen.
series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And Stroud now to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets
That's what I like. That's what I like.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's what I like to see.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
This complete to the tight end.
Team is fast as fuck.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And he is tackled.
That's a good pass. I thought I was sitting on that.
Right to the 35. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. You look at this Cowboy defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem.
No, that's why Eddie was fucking bombing on me.
More times? If so,
Dom does the same shit.
That's the challenge. 2nd and 9. Stroud to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. But that last throw,
I gotta be better at covering that shit.
15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Stroud looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you go
That's what I'm talking about.
Big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion.
You gotta go for it. That hurts my feelings, man.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Now Stroud.
Oh, come the fuck on. Are you kidding me?
Down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down. But they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed.
God damn.
Good for 7 there. And that will bring up
CTESPN award candidate right there. Are you fucking kidding me?
His 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding
It's just my defense. It's all young guys, so they're tackling his shit.
You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Here's 2nd and 3.
All right.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down.
That should have been a fumble.
But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Stroud working out of the gun.
Yes, sir. Take it back. 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 Yeah, no shit.
The turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure
that's home field advantage.
See where the defense was.
I like that.
The case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On my team, I don't even know. I got like 60 overalls at receiver.
And he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Able to power through.
Yeah, Judkins, shit. Yeah, Judkins.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. McCarthy off the play fake. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge.
Here you go, Cole Wilson.
For another first down.
McCarthy operating from the gun. They go with a shovel pass, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring
Judkins might be in the CT ESPN award category too. This is nasty.
3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2nd and 5.
Here we go, check. Check. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see
the
momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Scoreless first half. This game's going quick. Are you kidding me? I feel like we've played like 12 minutes.
Goal from the 6.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
60 Bobcat.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown.
Yeah, we needed that.
Campaign. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead.
Someone told me I fell off. I needed that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots.
We're on one over
and
here.
get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. The slot man in motion right. Stroud out of the gun here. Going up top.
Oh, come on. Shit. I put them in the fucking deep zones. Like, cover 4 is specifically designed to stop that shit, and they still get fucking burned.
Are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's McCarthy. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
Yeah.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2 yards to go, second down. On play action, McCarthy. That's taken in by Palmer. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards there and a first down. To the air with McCarthy. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brother, I'm just trying to get in field goal range. I think I'm already there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect.
In a dome?
And try and pick up another first down.
And this will split the uprights.
Us?
It's right down the middle. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football.
Yeah, we're getting 0 Pro Bowlers out of
this.
this.
Score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Lift team. Lift team.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
That's Michael Superhero Parsons right there.
Let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount
He's
of
a
yardage.
demon,
So I would
man.
think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Yeah.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard
I don't even know who the fuck Austin is.
So
Who the fuck is Austin?
to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half.
I have no idea
Not the
who
way
just
they
picked
saw
off
it,
that ball.
not the
That's
way they drew
crazy.
it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way.
Oh,
to
he's
do
slow as shit.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
That's an old school slot
Nice
wide
gain of
receiver if I've ever
21
seen one.
yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10.
Sounds like a hit stick, but the only person I saw fall on their ass was my center.
Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
65, 65, 75, 75.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
Ah,
And
goddamn
it's
it.
incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, fucking sir.
The end zone, the push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And that was a little tough to watch. You kept thinking he might be able to get away, then you watched
big defense. Big D and the big D.
Just fall down at some point instead of getting driven back into your own end zone. That play's definitely not salvageable. You end up costing your team points.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Brother, please, it's a 5-point game, and we're in the 3rd quarter, and I don't even have any stats, and we're in week 2, brother. I need this.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. That's a good acceleration.
I need this.
Midfield to the 48-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his.
Brother, how do you think I felt? I was down 30 to Eddie, and it was like this first half.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. There go play action. Here's McCarthy sliding out of the pocket. And this is what
incomplete. They're going to review it. They're going They're going to review it, right?
That was an interesting look there.
Review it, right? Yeah, they are.
I thought he was
All
going to
right.
take off and run.
Oh!
What happens now with these quarterbacks who can move? Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down.
Dude, that same shit happened to me with Eddie in our last game. I fucking know how you feel.
Chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
What am I doing?
His body and it's intercepted. And the Niners force the turnover, and they'll take over.
What am I doing?
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Still going. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secure.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield.
8 guys around him, and not a single one could pick that fucking ball up.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration.
Brother, there's like 6 Cowboys and no one could dive on the fucking ball.
Preparation for the game. You probably talk about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out.
I have no idea who you could be talking about.
Because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Stroud off the play fake.
Rolling to his right.
Oh, you got that.
He's going to go up top.
Oh, you
for
got
the end
that.
zone.
Oh, wow.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
In this case, they brought the
force
heat.
another incompletion.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Oh my fucking God. Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me? It's a horrible read.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are
alright.
watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Here goes Stroud again.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Oh, double tap.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they?
Square.
I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it.
See, and you were ready to concede like fucking 5 minutes ago. That's crazy.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. The late turnovers so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
It definitely
So
would.
repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And he's going to go down.
There you go, Mozzie.
So a sack on a 2-point try. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape.
Spend time building.
Up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until
This is the first game where my line has actually fucking blocked. Alright, I'm locked in.
Right back to him on 1st down.
To about the 48-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator.
I don't know. Apparently, Gentie's been putting up numbers with the Chargers.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move.
Oh.
Give him 6 yards.
I would have ended it.
On third.
I would have ended it.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
It's caught. Mitchell. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Eluding the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns.
I thought I got that.
Their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long
13-15 is an ugly-ass score.
Defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. There he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know
The
that they're
cutscene
getting
is
to him.
crazy.
And his throw here's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Stroud looking to throw. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
Trent McDuffie can't cover that? Are you serious?
As they're able to get the third down conversion.
How much speed does Tucker Kraft have?
Watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool
McDuffie's out
back
here
there.
getting cooked.
Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Stroud to throw it.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Devin.
Still got to get that first.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done.
I think that might be the first pick that Devon Witherspoon's gotten in 3 seasons of me playing this game.
And maybe finish things off.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Are you lagging out?
2nd and a couple.
Yo.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. First day 19.
From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Yes. I hate this.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
And McCarthy going to sneak it. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that.
If you want to stop a sneak, you got to pinch your line in a goal line formation and then sit on the center with the linebacker.
The game in the balance. They run for it on 4th down.
Sorry, I normally do kick the field goal there, but I've been burned 2 times doing that in this league.
And that last one, that may have won them the football game.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
13-15 is ugly as shit. Are you kidding me?
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get...